Mark Harper, the Transport Secretary, proved today why you can't trust the Tories. In some excellent questioning by Victoria Derbyshire, she managed to get him to admit that they are constantly making promises they have absolutely no intention to keep. In the clip I'm about to show you, you'll see that he admits that promises made back in 2020 didn't have any funding and had no intention of being made because that time HS2 was still in full production. It's clear from the interview that he thinks he's being clever. He thinks that by saying that he's announced these things, but we needed the funds to be released before they could be made, is why HS2 now not being delivered, he's got away with it. But if you actually listen to what he's really saying, it's clear that anything that they have announced, they've got no funding for. It's all just jam tomorrow. Vote for us because we'll do all these things. We probably won't because there's no funding. And this is what people need to know when they're casting their vote. They say they have plans. They always say they have plans. But what good are plans if nothing actually comes of them?
Let me ask you about Manchester. In the deleted document, you promised a link road between the M62 and the M60, a project that was already announced back in 2020. The new document talks about 2 projects in Manchester. Which new roads is Manchester going to get?
Well, look, just on the point about things that have been announced before, often projects will be announced and there'll be development funding for them to be a detailed plan to be worked up. But part of the point about the extra money that's available is it's now available to actually deliver these projects. So there are a number of projects which had been developed but hadn't got any further than that. And the advantage of cancelling HS2, the second phase, means we can now invest them and deliver them.
Right, so you announced something in 2020 that you were never going to be able to deliver, but now you've cancelled HS2 from Birmingham to Manchester, you can deliver it. Is that what you're saying?
When you deliver a lot of these transport projects, you have to provide funding and
you start a lot of transport projects.
You start developing plans for them, but then you have to make available the funding to deliver them. Cancelling phase 2 of HS2 frees up funds to actually deliver some of these projects that we've wanted to do, but HS2 was consuming all of the available transport spending.
So you shouldn't really have announced, for example, the link road between the M60 and the M62 back in 2020. But let's move on. I'm trying to get you to be clear because, as you know, you were there. Rishi Sunak claimed he was the change candidate on Wednesday. He said he's going to do things differently. But just from this one interview, there is a kind of pattern, isn't there? Rishi Sunak backed HS2, then he scrapped it. Boris Johnson backed a new station in Bradford, then he scrapped it. Then Liz Truss reinstated it, then Rishi Sunak as PM scrapped it. Now he says he's doing it again. It's the same with the A1, making it a dual carriageway from Northumberland to Scotland. It's the same with electrifying the train line to Hull. Is it on? Is it off? The announcements you've made this week, you can't guarantee any of them will happen, which is not really a change. It's more inconsistency and more uncertainty for voters.
No, it's not.
Victoria Derbyshire is absolutely fantastic at drilling down and dismantling politicians' claim. And when Michelle Donnelly attempted to claim the Tories were the party of facts, she got her ass handed to her in a spectacular fashion. And you can see that video, it's on screen now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and I'll see you next time.